Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Ear Earners podcast. Here is me, Trevor, with my co-host Brock.
Hello.
On another wonderful day of recording the Ear Earners podcast. It's a beautiful Friday, foggy Friday.
It's shit outside.
It's fucking shit outside, man.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
It's wet. It's dark. It's 6 p.m.
Yes.
And it's dark.
And it's my birthday.
And it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
How appropriate of a birthday for me. Just something that's dark, wet, and gloomy.
Well, it got wet, right? So, yep. Come on.
I just want to make sure I hit the right one.
Oh.
There we go.
I thought you were going to do the cheering. That one's better.
Yeah,
that's surpassed my expectations.
Yep.
Happy birthday, you
Thank
old
you.
man. You're now my age.
So we're old men together now.
Do you get it now?
I get it, man. I
Yeah.
woke up this morning and things just didn't work the way that they used to work. And, my joints are
Erectile dysfunction.
yeah. That might just be from the medications and the blood pressure, but the copious amounts of whiskey.
Yeah.
Joking.
Whiskey dick.
Whiskey dick.
It's a thing.
That is a thing.
Get treated.
Yeah. Just it doesn't stand at attention anymore. I saw a few more crow's feet, wrinkles, and
wow, you got a bet worse than me.
I got a big ass zit on my cheekbone, which I would have thought would have went away, but I guess you get zits as you get older as well. But
I've been looking at that.
you've been checking it out. It's pretty monstrous, isn't it? I haven't had a zit like this in a long time.
I thought your wife hit
man.
you, maybe.
No, not yet. She's pregnant, but she hasn't done that yet. But
That's a big boy.
It's a big boy, man.
I get those sometimes.
It's right on the cheekbone. It hurts like hell.
You can't even hide it with your beard.
I've been trying to pop it, but it's like one of those that's still too deep under the skin to break the surface, so it just fucking hurts.
I think you could probably go in from the other side and get it.
I was thinking about like
into your cheek.
Yeah. Oh, from the other side of the cheek.
Yeah, like go on and put your finger in
Like
your mouth.
fish hook it?
And then like, no, I just kind of push it and then take your other hand and then like.
I never thought of that.
I don't know if it'll work. I've never done it.
I was thinking about just getting like a sewing needle or a safety pin and like sterilizing it.
Or you could like wait, like,
or I could just
like
be
what-
fucking patient
Yeah,
and just let it do its thing.
what
But
you're supposed to do.
I can't. I need to fuck with it until it like leaves my face
I get it.
disfigured.
I fuck with everything. I bite my nails.
Yeah, me too.
Peel my cuticles.
I have the ugliest fucking fingernails, and I've always hated them. Like I've seen other men's fingernails, like men who are, like very macho, but like their fingernails are always immaculate, and like mine have always just been nasty. Like I've always hated.
It's because they don't work.
I get the nasty ass fucking like hangnail shit. The tag things that like gross me out. Have you seen the pictures of the guys that like of a guy who like pulls on their finger thing, the skin flap thing, and like they just keep peeling and it goes down their whole finger and up their elbow? Be careful with her because she does have the belly and wound still. So
I see it.
yeah, just be careful. You're fine. You didn't do anything wrong. She's just still healing.
There you go.
Little
Let's
Pip.
just sit right there. Okay, fuck you. All right. Just hop down. That's fine.
Yeah, little Pip just got her spay on Monday, but she's been doing really well. She was stoned for a couple days, and now she's just acting the same as usual. So it doesn't seem like it bothers her at all. But,
That's good. That's good.
but no, my fingernails in general, yeah, I look homeless most of the time.
Nah.
Yeah, when my hair grows out, my beard gets scraggly, and then I'm growing zits and
No,
shit.
you still bum chic.
Bum chic.
Yeah.
I like that. That's just hipster, right?
It's different.
Okay. That's just Urban Outfitters.
It's different.
Okay.
It's a little different. It's like it's between bum and hipster, I think.
Okay. So I'm like in that kind of like, okay.
Yeah, like it's not hipsters almost try hard now.
Okay.
Where it's like, yeah, I buy pomade. Like you ever get those Instagram ads for those men kits?
Yeah.
They like sell you a bunch of bullshit that's like
in the
marked
box
up
to include one manly item.
Yeah, I'm like, there's fucking benzene in the deodorant. What are you trying to sell me? Like, it's like poison, and because they know we won't look this shit up. So
right.
Yeah, so that's why I go. I went back to Cetaphil and like CeraVe, like just classics for like, you know, taking care of your body.
Yeah, these
none
excessively machismo.
Yeah,
things
if it says
like,
men on it,
you're
gonna
need
pay
a beard comb that's also a switch knife.
Yeah, I do like the beard comb. I'm not gonna lie.
The
A
beard
switch
combs.
knife. Yeah,
Yeah, switch knife. My God.
But like, yeah, you go to like a grocery store and like there's like men's sections now for like the same shit. Like you can wear or you can like use products that are like non-gender specific or for women, and it's fine. And they're probably better for you.
Yeah, men, go ahead and explore more of the because it smells like nicer. Like Jordan's stuff in a shower, it's like it always smells nicer than my stuff. And,
and there's like
it's softer.
Probably no sulfates in it.
It makes my face nice and smooth when I'm done using because it actually exfoliates. Whereas men's shit is just like gel and it doesn't like get anywhere like into the skin. Whereas like Jordan stuff actually has like some texture stuff in it and it's sugar scrubs and all that good stuff that makes you feel nice and clean and smooth.
I use that Harry's like men's product.
Harry's is good.
I don't think it is.
I like their stick deodorant. It smells good.
I haven't done the deodorant. I did the moisturizer and the face wash.
I haven't used any of their moisturizer. I like their
it was super dry, like, and then I switched to something else and
I like their razors.
Oh.
I like their razors. They're really
I don't
good.
use razors.
I'm that
for
man.
Your beard? You use a beard?
Yeah.
Dude, I'd cut myself.
Yeah, I've nicked my last time I shaved, which was about a couple of weeks ago. I got like I don't know how the fuck I did it, but because I usually don't cut myself too bad, but especially around my nose. But I think I was just going a little too fast, and I nicked the under part of my nose. It hurt so bad, instant tears, just because it's a sensitive area, not because of the pain, but just because if you pluck you
cried.
You know when you pluck like an eyebrow hair or like a nose hair, it makes you tear up a little bit, right? Don't look at me like that.
Yeah.
I can handle pain.
Okay.
I'm a man. Okay. I don't cry.
Not less of a man. Sometimes I like to sit when I pee.
It's convenient.
Sometimes I want to be comfortable.
Sometimes I want to watch like YouTube videos of like people like eating mattresses while I'm taking a shit or peeing.
What?
I don't know. Like the TLC shit that you come up on YouTube, things like that. I don't know. It's funny because the Ear Burners YouTube page, I find myself on that because I like to check and see how the channel's doing. And I forget to log back into my personal YouTube account. And the Ear Burners is so new with just like barely any like of us watching things. So the recommended is like the fresh kind of like weird shit they put on people's recommended pages. And a lot of the stuff that's I watched like one of those videos of like it's like a guy in Japan who breaks down fish, and now like every recommended we have on the Ear Burners YouTube page is just like how to like this guy butchering like weird fish and like weird just the weirdest imaginable stuff. Like I can pull up our Ear Burners. What's going on over there?
What's your cat?
Is it Pip?
I don't know where she went. I just like keep feeling her.
Yeah, she's a huntress.
Oh, she's gone, I think.
Yeah, look at her homepage. Gross warning, aliens come out of a sea cucumber.
Oh.
Time lapse.
What have you done?
Ants versus a marshmallow.
What the fuck?
A snake eating itself. Sentencing for Wisconsin man convicted of killing his son.
Snake eating itself.
What else do we got here? This Rich recommended from YouTube.
It's a killer Meg.
Another fish. 100 hours of Cellophane.
What does it say? Monsters University feet scenes? What are you watching?
And then a lot of these Institute of Human Anatomy. So it like shows dead cadavers. Like what are hiccups and why do we get? Oh, I didn't mean to click on it. I don't want to watch
my fuck.
Yeah. So like so I fucked up our YouTube.
Why isn't dark mode on?
You know what? I use dark mode for my I didn't know you could do dark mode for the PC. Yeah, it's so much better. You're right. This is so like painful in the eyes. Let's see.
I don't mean to be that guy.
But no, it's
true. That guy is like, why didn't you activate your Windows? Why is there no dark mode? Fucking, how am I supposed to see the color white? It's so bad for the environment.
What? Remember that there was like some controversy here recently where there was like this Twitch or YouTube streamer who was like trying to promote, like had like a deal to promote this I think it was like some kind of skincare thing that was supposed to protect your skin from monitor blue light or something, saying that like it causes negative effects to your skin. And there's literally like no evidence that that's the thing. So they were trying to push lotion that like is supposed to take care of your skin and protect it from blue light.
I've heard mixed things on blue light too.
Yeah.
Like that. But I used to wear mine when I worked in an office.
Oh, your blue light glasses?
Yeah, but
there's different settings.
I don't get eye strain anymore though. I don't know.
You can put settings on a monitor, but I agree with you. This is too bright. So
I hate like the warm like anti-blue. It's so weird looking.
I like anything like my iPhone is always in dark mode. Since they've started dark mode, it's in dark mode. My YouTube, even Twitter is in dark mode when I use my Twitter. Instagram is in dark mode.
Spotify
everything.
Just gives you dark mode only,
and that's the best.
They're
that's
smart.
The best.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What is this? Not in my settings?
It's like in the thingy over there. Yeah, it's over. No, over right side. Google's fucking confusing.
Google is, man.
Like authorizing accounts and shit. Like the different like YouTube shit you have to go through. Like all the channels.
And what's funny is that like my Google browser's in like a dark mode setting, but
yeah, you have to like do each individual channel and shit.
It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Where is it? How was your week, Brock? How was your week? Did you do anything interesting, fun? Anything interesting?
Went to dinner last night.
Nice. I saw that on I think your girlfriend's Instagram.
Yeah. I got this like spicy mezcal drink.
Okay.
It was like spicy and savory. It was like burning my mouth, my lips, but like for some reason, whatever ingredient was also in it, it would also wash my mouth.
That's interesting.
So like it would de-hot it.
De-hot it?
Yeah, I would de-spice it, for better of a lack of word. What else did I do? Glad you asked. Man.
Sorry.
Fuck, I don't know. I feel like I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I got Rachel on like the Tom Segura podcast, so
nice.
We're just like watching Garth Brooks videos, and I'm introducing her to all the cool guys.
Oh, and how Garth Brooks is allegedly a serial killer.
Yeah, just like a crazy guy. Like,
okay.
Yeah, like it's the way he speaks and the way he smiles without like smiling with his eyes, and then he always lowers his voice like this. He's like, "We got the stadium tour coming on,"
and then he smiles with his eyes when he does it. Yeah,
let's get physical. I like that.
Yeah.
It's fucking creepy, man.
Yeah, you sent me that, and it was pretty. It made me uncomfy. I think is what I sent you.
Oh yeah. Every time you post to social media is like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It made me really uncomfortable. The way he talked like this at it, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, but don't make sure you check this out." Yeah,
swipe up. Yeah, click the link. Do the thing. Yeah, over here at Studio G.
Yeah,
fucking idiot. But good singer. He's actually a pretty decent artist.
Nice.
That's right. We'd listen to his Chris Gaines song, and I'm like, man, that guy can hit some fucking notes.
Yeah,
he's not like some Luke Bryan little shitty ass singing through your nose motherfucker. Damn. Luke's a really nice guy though. Like Luke and like off the stage is just a more genuine human being than Garth Brooks. But Luke sucks. I don't know why he's like on The Voice telling other people how to sing.
Wasn't he like voted like the world's sexiest man at one point too?
Yeah, probably. So is Colin Farrell. Like, doesn't mean anything.
Colin Farrell. Yeah.
It was like 2000s Colin Farrell. Like, yeah, that was a different man. When he was Alexander.
Currently looking for 95 Leo.
What? Is that from Tyler the Creator?
Yeah. I don't know why I thought that.
95 Leo.
Yeah.
I never really thought about that line till now.
Yeah.
I think we should get into this.
Oh, into what?
To the episode.
What are you talking about?
Oh, we're in it. Or I see what you. Should we roll the intro?
Yeah, let's do it.
We'd even announce the album.
Don't talk about it.
We have this great intro when we start.
Yeah. And we just
don't go anywhere with it.
Yeah.
And we talk over the intro music.
Yeah.
That's actually my favorite part.
Yeah, it's great.
No one else does that, do they?
I
don't listen to podcasts. So.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, if you were to write a book, would you have to be somebody who reads books to have to write a book? Same with podcasts.
Yeah.
Would you have to be somebody that listens to podcasts to be able to make a podcast? Is it important that you're also a fan of other podcasts in order to make your own podcast?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a mix because like you have to kind of understand the environment that you're like posting to and the context and like, going out on your own while also kind of fitting into like the parameters of like what's expected out of a podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know if we always adhere to that, which could be good, could be bad.
We blaze our own trail, man.
Yeah. I mean, there's that. And then there's like, blazing your own trail or being totally out of touch. And I don't know. It's like you need to find that line, but it's like you could get fucked going either direction if you like, if you're too similar to like other podcasts, no one's going to care, especially if you're like 5 years late. And if you're trying to blaze your own trail, you might be too weird or you might not get it. So it's like both.
Yeah.
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 It's like YouTuber. Like we both tried the YouTube thing.
Doesn't really work that well unless you're like spending and dedicating like tons of time and effort and energy into it and really utilizing like social media outlets and things like that. Also, you have to have some kind of personality too, and you have to be something that's a little bit against the grain of what's happening and maybe some originality.
But if you're not starting off with like, what's up, everybody?
Yes.
Hey guys.
By the way, smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Like, I don't want to say that because like at this point, people should know, right? Like if you're not already subscribed, why don't you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified every time I release a video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Does that actually help? I've heard it does, but it seems so silly. And I feel like a sellout saying it, What the fuck are you doing?
I'm still trying to figure out this fucking dark.
Forget it.
Okay, I forget it.
Forget it.
Okay, I forgot it.
Reaper, dark mode. Already set.
Yeah. What?
Oh, you had your hand on the keyboard.
Bruh. That's what I was going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, FKA twigs.
FKA twigs.
LP1.
LP1.
I call her fuck a twigs.
Is that... Yeah, because like every line in her songs is just a motherfucking get the motherfucking
That's just one song. Oh wow.
Get the motherfucker.
I feel like she's
and
in the room
that was
right
a whole FKA Twigs song.
Damn.
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
You didn't even listen to it, did you?
I did. I listened to this whole album.
Okay. That's what you took away from it?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, what do you think of this album?
I love it.
You love
it's a masterpiece.
Album. You think this is a masterpiece?
I do.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Genuinely?
Yeah.
Feel like this is a masterpiece.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, it is so good.
What are some things you like about it?
I feel like it took a formula of pop music and it seems it's like deconstructed, like of like trap, of like downbeat R&B, kind of like the early Weekends music, like taking that and like cutting it up and like screwing with it and toying with it, and then to have this like soprano vocalist over it, like just I don't know, doing some like haunting vocals and shit like that. I don't know, it's so cool. And like 2 Weeks is always in a playlist of mine.
Oh, 2 Weeks is arguably one of my favorite tracks on this.
It's mine too. It's just I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
Yeah.
I'm like gliding when it hits that chorus and that bass drop comes in. Yeah, and it's like hi there, motherfucker. Yeah, I love that track so much.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, it's so unique. Like just the choices and like instrumentation that is used on this, like pendulum. The fucking
that was another one.
The fucking like it literally sounds like it's like a metronome going back and forth really fast, like super cool. Those are my top 2 tracks from this.
You were singing "Video Girl" before we had started.
Yeah, dope track too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
she's I just watched like a little mini documentary on her, on how she like started, and like she grew up in
It seems like she does have an interesting story. I was looking some stuff up. But continue, sorry.
No, she grew up in England, and she was the only mixed race girl at her school until like the 11th grade, and that like people made fun of her and all that shit for something she can't control. So then she wanted to get into dancing, and she said, if I want to get into dancing, if I want to win a competition, I can't just be good. I have to be the best, because if I'm just good, all the white girls will win or whatever, and they won't recognize me because I have to give them no other reason for why I should win. Like, it can't be up for debate. So. And then she started, getting really into dancing, and then she liked music at the same time. So she's also in like a lot of different people's music videos. I think Ed Sheeran was probably the most popular one that she was in like one of his music videos for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So then she got signed to like I think Young Turks label, and then she started put out 2 EPs, and her videos got a lot of traction because like she does like a lot of cool choreography in her videos and a lot of great dancing. But her name, FKA Twigs, the name Twigs was what everyone called her because her bones would crack when she would dance.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. So yeah, then she came out with this album, and then 5 years went by before her next album because a lot of shit happened to her. Almost married to Robert Pattinson.
I saw that.
Yeah, he broke it off.
I was reading a little bit on that. It sounded like he was actually racially abusive in that.
Really?
I'd have to look up the article. Allegedly.
I was reading about Shia LaBeouf because she dated him, and
I saw
she
pictures
sued
of that
him.
too. Yeah, there was some stuff, and I can look it up here in a bit, but
I didn't know that about Pattinson. Damn.
I'll look it up here in a second. But my general thing with this, it was really hard for me to get into this.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, there's definitely things in this that I liked. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm saying I definitely liked parts in 2 weeks. Definitely the tracks in here that had more of a solid beat. The stuff that was more abstract, it was just like, it was hard for me to really, and I'm sure if I spent a little bit more time with this, I'd probably enjoy it. But like, and that soprano you were talking about, it really got old for me after a while. And it really felt like, okay, this is just kind of like, and no offense to FK Twigs, but I was just like, this is just kind of feeling like a one trick type of thing. Like, you have a good voice, but it's just that high pitched. And it's like, oh my God, how much more of this? I really did not vibe with this.
Damn.
I didn't.
That's okay.
Yeah. And you say it's a masterpiece. I say it was good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I just had a really difficult time with this album.
Yeah, I'd say because
I wasn't looking forward to when my first listen through, even my second through. Like, it was hard for me to really, because I had to kind of force myself into this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is just, I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know. I've spent a lot of time like listening to similar artists to this, and this was such a refreshing take on like the pop genre, because while her voice does kind of do a similar thing, I feel like that the unique instrumentation was always what kind of set this apart, and the fact that she does most of it too. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
No, like she's talented for sure, and a lot of stuff is really cool, but it's just I couldn't. I'll probably. It's gonna be hard for me to ever like willingly get back into this again.
Yeah, that's fine.
And like I was saying, it kind of seems like it's just a very empty sounding album to me. There's a lot of just dead space in it, which isn't always a bad thing. It's airy, which isn't bad, but
those are all my compliments of it.
Yeah,
or your negatives.
It's got a lot of holes. It's got a lot of dead space. It has a lot of weird, wonky, sideways beats, and that falsetto, like I said, is just so long of it. And I'm just like, oh man, and I think there is a track in here where she does get a little bit. I think it's closer or numbers. It's numbers.
Yeah, numbers. She gets low.
She gets a little bit lower in it, and that song is like, am I just like it has a little bit more of that. Not the crazy, but even in that, the vocal line in numbers has, like, I did listen to this. Even the vocal line and numbers has at the end of it, like, I think what was I just a number to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's, oh my god, it's just like, I don't know.
I don't know. That's her voice is so pleasing to my ears.
To mine. I just don't know why. I wish it was like it's beautiful, like that she can sing in that range and still get a good sound of it. It's just like so much of it.
My girlfriend read an article and she was telling me about how the general audiences don't like falsetto soprano voices.
I don't really mind like a falsetto. Like I listen to plenty of people with falsetto. I think it's just the overuse of the falsetto.
Well, like I think.
Yeah.
Well, my girlfriend's a huge Ariana Grande fan, so naturally,
and I got a lot of that from this too. I can't listen to a lot of, and I'm sure Rachel will hate me for this saying, but I can't listen to a lot of Ariana for that reason.
Really,
it's just a lot of that.
See, I love her voice. I think
Ariana Grande has a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Amazing voice. I think FKA twigs. I think she has a beautiful voice as well.
But you don't like it, or you don't like the. It's not hitting you.
It's not. No,
yeah.
No. I like a broader range. I don't like. I want some more range. I guess I don't want it just to be at that, and then silence, and then back to that, and then it. I don't know. I feel like an asshole, but that's
okay
because this is a very praised album, and to me, not liking it, I feel like I'm like some villain or something. But I don't know if you don't like something, you don't like it.
Yeah, you're allowed not to like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. It's interesting though, because her newer album, I feel like it showcases maybe some more variety. Although I don't think it hits as well, but maybe that's your album.
Something that maybe I'd like is that.
Yeah, because there's her biggest track is called Cellophane, and it hits. She really hits the full range of her voice in that in a different way. So I don't know. You could pull that up, and you might like that track, but. I feel like that being such a breakup album, instrumentally, it seems to be more sad sounding, where I think LP1 is a lot more emphasis on like drums and, interesting beats. And, I don't know, like kind of like I said, chopping up like different types of like cliche pop instrumentals you hear and like, putting a unique twist on it. Like there's not much straightforward on this album. And I think that's what made it so refreshing for a lot of people. And at least for me.
Yeah.
Where she kind of did a little similar stuff on like the newer album, but I feel like this one's more unique instrumentally, where that one's more like, oh, this is my breakup album.
Yeah.
But I think like the song Cellophane, maybe pull that up.
Okay.
Because I do think she uses more of her voice on that album because there's less busyness with the instrument. It's interesting you say it's a Bear album, because it is and it isn't at the same time. Like it's a busy record. Like there's a lot of dizzying shit going on and a lot of moments like that. But I feel like she it's more her than it is like all the instruments on this album.
Yeah. This is her newest one, right?
Yeah.
So I just to say what I said earlier about Robert Pattinson, I think I read that headline wrong. It was FKA Twigs says she endured horrific racist abuse from fans of ex-fiance Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, the fucking Twilight fans.
That was my bad. I misread that. And that's Insider. So
yeah, I don't think he was that. Yeah, if Insider's saying it, they're normally the one to throw everyone under the bus.
Yeah, so I don't think that was. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Because you're getting more of a range.
Right. And yeah, I mean, she's, this is 5 years newer, and this is definitely her message to Robert Pattinson in this album.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a pretty cool album too. I think it's worth listening to as well.
Okay.
Because yeah, I feel like for just her background and just the approach she takes on her music, like it's so, I would root for her so much more than a lot of the artists that do get recognition.
As in like people that are like in the pop, like,
yeah,
in the stratosphere of pop culture,
right? Because most of it's boring, and I don't know, like for every criticism you can give, like, have you heard anything quite like this? like where you can say this is definitive. Like I can only
like
really
something else.
I can only really compare it to like the first couple Weekend demos, and even those like beat wise, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I guess
But,
I like just
atmospherically, I'd say it's probably similar to that.
Yeah, and while I say all that, you know, like there are really good songs on here. I do like. I need to stop having beer when we do this. I get all burpy. Like 2 weeks. I really like 2 weeks. I really liked Pendulum. Video Girl is good too.
Now, if you come out of this liking those 3 songs, I mean, I can't really argue.
No, honestly, yeah. And Closer is interesting as well. Like there are interesting songs on here. It's just not something that I could see myself.
I could see like Hours getting kind of.
Let me pull that one up.
Hours and probably Lights On. Those are I could see those being annoying, but I don't really find them annoying.
I also haven't listened to these in my headphones here, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool with headphones.
It is cool.
There's definitely a lot of fucking weird shit going on. Pendulum's a trip.
It's just
you don't like the space. That's interesting.
It's too slow of a space. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I feel impatient listening to this.
Yeah, I think
maybe my week has been just so go listening something that's so slow.
Yeah,
and just not. It just makes me uncomfy. I don't know. It's just I can't explain it correctly. And I can't say it's the whisperiness because I love a Chino Moreno. So I can't say that.
I'd call you on that so
I know,
fucking fast.
I beat you to it. I was a step ahead of you because I knew you would. Because I love a Chino Moreno, but like this is, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I should have picked Mary Magdalene, but because I feel like her voice isn't the most important thing on a lot of these songs, but it is on the new album, and you do get more of her. She's a little more floaty on this one. I think the perfect example is probably Pendulum because then just the weight and the payoff is so good on that song.
And then the hook of the song, I could kiss you for hours. It's just,
yeah. But like if this song was written for someone who would be more straightforward in delivery, it wouldn't hit me that well. Because I'd be like, this is boring, but because I think the instrumentation is so abstract, and like just the execution of it's so different. I think that's what makes it so special and unique.
Yeah,
where she doesn't need to have like, I guess, the most interesting vocals or lyrics.
Right. I feel like this is is this the second album that we've done that I didn't like and then you liked? Was there another one that we did? We've done enough episodes now that we can like look back.
No, I didn't like Chelsea Grin.
You didn't like Chelsea Grin, whereas I did because that was one of my babies.
But for different reasons, yeah.
Yeah, that was for many different reasons. Talk about high pitched stuff, and that's okay with you, Trevor.
No, that was just boring.
Like this one, this album. I'm sorry, it's boring.
I think Chelsea Grin's boring because can name 1,000 artists that sound the same.
Yeah.
This one might be boring or maybe a patient listen.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't give you payoff immediately.
Maybe I need to be more mindful when I'm listening to it because like every time this week has been a really busy week.
Yeah.
And listening to something like that when you're like really like in tune and like you really need to like work. It's not music to listen to when you need something to drive you to do work.
I see.
If anything, it made me feel like it's sleepy. It made me feel like
it's chill.
Yeah.
Except 2 weeks, man. A fucking song.
Yeah, let me put that on.
It's so cool. This song is fucking awesome.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Just how do you think to make this? Like
maybe it's so
the samples, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, I also listened to this heavily at the end of 2019, which was a difficult time.
Yeah.
For myself.
Oh, okay. So this has some sentiment to you.
Yeah, a little bit.
I didn't know that. So that makes a little bit more sense too.
Yeah. pretty. I don't know. It's for that. I don't know, for the sadder times maybe.
That was a really what 2019 you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really shitty time for you.
Yeah. So I mean, I listened to this song a lot. But yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the ones with the more straightforward kind of groove and chorus. Higher than a motherfucker.
But it like has a pretty heavy like double kick almost.
Yeah. Yeah. This is And then the synths that are waving kind of like the wum 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 are like so like they're wonky enough to kind of give that kind of feeling of like kind of offbeat, but like on the upbeats and kind of unsettling in a way still.
Yeah.
It keeps
they're not quantized. They're like kind of off the beat.
Yeah.
Like they almost drag a bit.
Yeah. And I think that's what my ear is very much like, and I'm not saying I'm like this, like everything needs to be on beat. Listen to the fucking intro track I wrote. It's like not even in time. Don't listen too closely to it. You'll catch it without even trying. But this, like my ear is tuned to it being like bum, 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 like on a beat. And this is definitely, like you said, dragging.
It's
right?
alive though. It makes it
feel like it's breathing in a way, right? And even like a swing is like a doo da doo da doo, like it, but like this is a little bit different.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's an intentional thing they did, was to pull it off the beat a bit to make it a little more I don't know, to keep you kind of on your toes.
That part is cool. I love that harmony there at 114.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying. We just hit it and I had to talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, this chorus, man, it's just, I don't know, it's awesome. And I think it's like other genres that with more organic instrumentation, we're not that bothered by those little things not being totally on tick like that. But I think because pop music, we're so used to it being 100% on the beat, like
right,
like so like computerized essentially, that I think it sounds so. What the hell's happening?
It throws you through a loop.
Yeah, another artist who does this really well is Flume. Who
apparently you've listened to?
Yeah, apparently they're my top artists. I only listened like 7 songs just like on repeat.
Yeah,
but maybe that's kind of a comparable artist, I think, as far as kind of unique abstract instrumentation. Okay. He's not a singer. He like pulls different vocalists in. Okay, but I don't know. They do call that genre wonky, I think, that he makes.
It's actually the genre is called wonky.
Yeah, because it's like this like strange, like almost post dubstep sounding, like, I don't know, style where it's like kind of screwball beats and things are kind of like whoa, 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 whoa. Like, I don't know, wonk, 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 wonk. Maybe that's where it came from.
Yeah,
but
that's interesting.
Yeah, I guess as I'm talking about it, I guess there's some parallels to Flume in this in a way. Although I think this is definitely sadder music. But yeah, I think because it's not quantized, you know what other album they purposely made it so it's offbeat? Mad Villain.
Oh yeah, Mad Villainy. Yeah,
if you listen to those beats, you're like, what? This isn't totally in time.
I listened to that. It's been a while. R.I.P.
Yeah,
but that was actually one of the albums on my list early on to listen to, was Mad Villainy. Yeah, you're right, and yeah. It's kind of like has that kind of same feeling, but there's definitely it's intentional, right? Because you could easily,
and you know it's intentional because this was on,
unless it's like
this wasn't a band that put this together.
And I'm sure she used, and I don't know what he used. I'm sure like she probably had used a DAW, right? And any DAW you use has the quantize, right?
Yeah.
And it clips it to the beat. You can turn that off. Or you can put it on, right? So it is a active decision to do that. And my thing is like it would probably take a lot of talent to listen to something that is kind of off beat and still perform over that in time.
Yeah,
that would trip me up a bit.
Yeah, I've watched some live performances of hers. She does have a few live musicians with her, but there's still definitely a lot that's being dubbed. Yeah. Definitely would throw you off.
She's definitely very, very talented. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a shame though, because I think some of your complaints are addressed in her later stuff.
Okay.
Like maybe the versatility of her voice.
Improved.
Yeah, like what, like that Cellophane
Is it
song.
like that Thanos meme of like, perhaps I was a little too harsh?
No, I mean, for this album, this wasn't your thing, but
Right.
I think it's a shame that you'll probably write her off for her later stuff because of the
I liked
introduction.
the Cellophane you showed me.
Yeah.
And I've seen these album covers all over the place on like those Facebook groups and people who praise good music. And I've actually, when you showed me this originally, I was like, hell yeah, this is one I've seen all over the place. And this isn't the first time that I've listened to an album that's been on like those pages that I've been like, why is everybody?
Well, yeah, a lot of, I wouldn't go off of the Mew or so patrician groups because a lot of those albums do suck, like Hospice.
Yeah,
by the Antlers.
I remember, and I actually got it on vinyl, but like the one that like they praise and never stop talking about and never will stop talking about is Neutral Milk Hotels and the Aeroplane Over the Sea. And it's a good album, but it's not like, I don't know, it's a good album. I'm not gonna like review it right this second, but
and that's one I'm just not that into.
Right.
And then I like the Glow Part 2.
And I didn't like
and
that
you
one.
like the Glow very much.
Yeah, that's true. That's the other one. And that's the one I picked. And I didn't really like it that much as you did.
When we drilled it down though, it was like 2 songs and like 2 moments you didn't like, but it like pulverized like your view of the album.
It's so strange. But that was the thing. You loved the archaic and like disorienting way that they made their sound with their guitars, and I fucking hated it. It sounded like, what is the point of trying to make your instrument sound as much like shit as possible? Like,
that's black metal, man.
What's the artistry in that?
That's black metal, dude.
But in that case, I've heard black metal guitars sound so much better than the fucking microphones.
Right.
And what the fuck was that? I still believe that was the one of the worst guitar tones I'd ever heard in my fucking life is off that album.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's so bad.
Yeah, but you like Pantera.
Get your pole. Tread the waters of war.
Gain 10, bass 0. Let's go. Treble 11. Yeah. I mean, it comes down to like how your ears have been damaged over the years, what sounds pleasing, what doesn't. Like,
yeah, my ears been damaged from years of Cowboys from Hell and and
then I put that on and I'm like, I'm walking out of here.
What did you say, punk?
Yeah, so I guess it's a this is why this is such a beautiful discourse, because like not everything's gonna hit our ears right.
Yeah,
and like the fact that to really appreciate the Glow, you have to like
this is the Glow part 2.
Like you have to like know what went into the album to really say fair. This is pleasing. And does that mean that I guess should you have to know that to really enjoy the music? I don't think so. It does like give you an appreciation of it, but does that mean it's any better? I don't know. Like, because you have to do a lot of work to really enjoy that album, like a lot of homework and a lot of backstory, and like if you just put that on for something, like, yeah, it's good. Like, no, it's fucking dog shit. What do you mean?
And that was also a rough week because on top of that, I made that stupid decision to re-listen to Crow Looked at Me. So I was like, yeah,
and you listened to that album, which I can barely get through half a track on that.
Yeah, it's soul crushing.
Yeah, that's painful, man.
It's painful.
That's why I thought you could handle this.
And like 2 weeks is a banger. I like 2 weeks. And I don't know if banger is the right word for it because it's
banger.
not.
It's on my bangers.
Okay, it's on your banger. So officially, it's a banger. Okay.
What about Kicks?
Yeah, let me see.
Did you?
I listened to it. No, let me get a listen.
I feel like it's got a pretty heavy melody.
Empty.
Yeah.
There we go.
The negative space though. It's interesting because like I mean, we watched 2 hours of Swans
Yeah.
when literally they play like one note.
Yeah, but that's driving. That's a driving
That's true.
one note. It has a drive to it.
I find this
It
to
has
have that
momentum.
similar.
This doesn't have.
You don't think so?
No.
Like even like a
There we go. Whoa.
yeah. I feel like all these songs do build into something though. They take their time to get there, but I feel like all of them, they don't leave you hanging. And I don't know. I feel like the space is just something that, like, that's a hallmark of this album. Because it does leave you kind of like, here we go.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling it.
Mm.
And it's not just me being stubborn.
Well, this isn't even the chorus. This is the pre-chorus.
Well, we're a minute and 30-second into this, and
yeah. You've heard longer.
yeah, your point.
It's building up. Here it goes. Very straightforward beat now. We got the bass, the melody.
Yeah.
Got the yeah, man. I mean, spacey, airy real.
It's okay.
It's okay. Fucking. Can we make that into a meme? I want like a 2012 meme of like with the Lord Food the Tooth like quality, and it's got your face that says it's okay.
Hey, you respect Lord Food the Tooth.
I do. I just
you brought the Lord Food the Tooth to.
I'm
this
not downing
podcast.
Lord Food the Tooth. I think we need a picture of you in that. You missed it. We need a picture of you in Lord Food. In that meme format. It says, it's okay. And we'll put like just a great album next to your face. Like something greater than this. Like
something that's so praised. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know, fucking Bohemian Rhapsody or some
or that Strokes album everybody loves.
Fuck the Strokes, dude.
Okay.
Fucking Interpol or whatever.
It's okay.
Yeah, if we want to get controversial, let's pick one of like those 2000s
Radiohead.
like Oasis sounding albums that like I'm like
Kid
what?
A by Radiohead. It's okay. Okay, computer.
We
It's
both
okay.
like okay, computer. I think I could find something wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm a Kid A guy.
Kid A is good.
Kid A is good. There's always like two camps of Radiohead.
That should be an album one week. I like that album.
You think so?
Yeah, it's good.
Are you sure we need to talk about it though? Isn't it talked about enough?
Is it?
Kid A?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my fuck.
Yeah.
Every little neckbeard and oh, not you.
Well, I don't usually get neck beards. This is more of
your neckbeard if it doesn't grow past your chin. And
That's
yours
not neck.
clearly does.
right here.
No, it goes past. I'm saying you're not a neckbeard.
I'm not a neck beard.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Neckbeards are like we have beard.
That's like here. Like
We
it's
have-
like on the
we
on
have
the
beard
Adam's
on our
apple.
neck.
Yeah, but that's like that's on the
Right.
the under chin. That's different. That's the strap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So chin strap.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Any Radiohead fans out there, let us know in the motherfucking comments.
Send us pictures of
Yeah.
your beards and
Tell me
we
about
can
your
determine
beard and
a true
why-
neck beard.
Yeah, and why when you're that guy that goes to parties and you play Wonderwall on your acoustic guitar. Song's just really important to me.
Oh wow, Leo DiCaprio has a neck beard.
Does he?
This is my favorite picture of a neck beard right here. No, I missed it.
Oh no.
The guy who has it. That's like
He's yeah.
This is the face of
I like the guys that can't can't grow it past where that guy clearly has shaved it.
Yeah, that goes
He's a liar. He's not a real
it
neckbeard.
kind of looks kind of like a
Yeah.
this guy totally was like, you didn't send me whole pics, kitten.
Yeah.
Daddy wants his whole pics.
But that guy's faking. He
Yeah.
clearly owns
He's-
City of Evil on vinyl.
Yeah. Oh, look at that
I
one.
don't know why I picked that out. See, that's a good one.
That's a good
That's
one. Wispy.
That guy, that guy listens to Carly Rae Jepsen.
Look at that.
Oh my fuck.
Is that Justin Roiland?
That's edited.
There's
There's no way.
no way.
What is that? That looks like Big Ed from 90 Day Fiance. Oh yeah, there's that classic one right there.
That's the classic meme.
Classic, like, yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, I happen to find FKA twigs to be quite delectable. Oh my goodness.
This is a good diagram of A to B with a C, just where to go for the perfect neckline. I go around it with the trimmers, and I kind of make a nice I go neat, and then I take the razor and I make a nice sharp kind of line when I do it. And then I go to the cheeks and I make sure the cheeks are nice and lined up too.
That's great.
Yeah.
Speaking of Radiohead, you would consider yourself a fan, right?
Yeah.
Don't you find their music to be as disjointed and sometimes singular as this? Like, pull up. Trying to think of a good one.
Kid A has quite a bit of it. Even Everything in Its Right Place has some of that. So let's see.
Yeah, like repetitive, like.
Oh, but that's so fucking cool. That fucking intro lick.
Yeah, this song's.
The national anthem's kind of
go to
out
like
there.
Idiotech. No, national anthem's like. There's a lot happening.
You're right. It has a bass line.
Yeah, that's the 2 weeks of the album. But like maybe Idiotech.
It's Idiotech. I liked this one.
My complaint with this band
There's a beat.
Is similar. Right, but that was the point. Is no beat on her music, but cut up beats.
Mm-hmm.
But I find their music to sometimes never go anywhere.
Mm.
And Tom York does not have a vocal range that is beyond FKA Twigs.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, what the fuck?
No,
I think she's doing a similar thing to the pop genre that Radiohead has done to the rock genre. That's what I'm saying.
You're comparable.
Yeah, because they're cutting up a formula and they're very focused on textures and not motifs, maybe more like aesthetics and atmosphere than necessarily a driving song structure. Because I think a lot of Radiohead's music can be seen as that, as just kind of a mood that they're trying to capture versus like a strict like song, maybe.
Yeah, for
lack of a better word. So I think they are doing. They're both critiques on the genre that they're they would be categorized in. Alternative rock, like the fact that alternative rock can comprise Coldplay and Radiohead at the same time. Yeah, they seem to kind of deconstruct it in a way. Same way like FKA Twigs and Ariana Grande can exist in the same space, even though one is, much more commercially successful. The songs are super straightforward.
Yeah.
There's FKA Twigs, which is kind of the answer, I'm picking them both because they both have like, high soprano vocals and they both kind of operate in a similar like style. But FKA Twigs is like, let's kind of like burn it a bit. Let's put it in the blender for a bit, kind of chop it up. We almost give you that beat that you've heard before, but we don't give it to you. We say doom, 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 or whatever she throws in there.
What would you say is a good Ariana to kind of gauge? She looks different every time I see her, by the way.
Yeah, she does.
She's like a chameleon. She changes.
I don't know. Ariana Grande, like I like her music. I don't always find it to be daring or as adventurous as, something like FKA Twigs would put out. But I think like, I don't know, like my favorite song of hers is like One Last Time. Yeah, I mean, this album's okay. Positions.
Oh.
But like go to
is that talking about like sex positions?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Nickelodeon. Go to where is it? It's like I think the album's My Everything.
Where's the fucking albums?
It's like right underneath. It's like black.
Santa Tell Me?
Popular? No, not Santa Tell Me. Oh, there it is. See Discover. Is it? What's that say? My Everything?
No.
Okay, go down. It's like 2014, I think. Nope.
Damn, she's got a lot of shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's right under this one. Hey, go to One Last Time. I think this is my favorite song by her.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You know this song.
Yeah.
You know, like all of her songs. Like you've heard them.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't think it's a direct answer because I mean, she definitely writes upbeat music.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they have similar kind of vocal ranges and. But I don't know. It's just this is a straightforward like pop song.
Yeah,
and she sticks to the formula.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Positions I think is a little less EDM sounding than this song. I mean, this isn't really. It's kind of got that reggaeton like dun 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 beat.
But this sounds like so many other pop songs before it too.
Yeah, but I mean, her voice I think is better than most. Like compare her to Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's voice sucks.
Yeah.
But I think because she's in a range that might be more pleasing, like if we're going off of that article that Rachel read, like Taylor hits it because it's a lower register. So I think some people might find Ariana more annoying but I find Taylor more annoying personally, lyrically. And
damn.
Sorry.
You said that
and I've heard
Spotify crash.
Why would you crash Spotify? She didn't even want to be on your fucking site for a couple years.
Damn.
Damn. That's okay. Apple wouldn't crash.
No.
I found the Apple Wrapped.
Yeah.
You have to like Google it.
Apple Wrapped?
Yeah, you have to like Google and it tells you your top albums. But like The Medicine and Live for Now are like number 2 and 3 on mine. Because I thought I was smart by going there so it wouldn't fuck with my Wrapped.
I'm sorry, I did that to you. I did that to us.
No, dude, that's fine. I listened to the fuck out of this.
We haven't had a doozy one.
We need some time. I'm still recovering. I need to find a safe place to listen to this without judgment at the end of the year. What does your rap look like? Was he on there?
No.
That's good.
Well, let me see. It should be able to show me here. Let's look at my Wrapped. What was my Wrapped? It was mostly BT Bam, just because that's what I listened to at the beginning of the year. And I think when I switched stuff up when we were doing the show, it didn't keep a lot of that. So where is it?
Yeah,
it should be. I don't know if it shows. It should show on a PC, right?
Yeah, it's like or you have like a top 100 songs you can add to.
Here.
Which mine is Me and You by Cassie.
Yeah, my top song for 2021, I guess, was Extremophile Elite by Between the Buried and Me.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking banger of a song.
It could benefit from some space in that song, though.
But then apparently, I think it's because I was writing my music and I was kind of like referring back to stuff just to kind of get it, like, test the sound and everything. But a lot of The Great Misdirect as well, and then a lot of Cumberland Blues, and then I listened to this because of I think The Show, and then Roses by that's a fucking awesome song. It's a nice beat. Roses by the Imanabek.
Oh, I love
remix.
that song.
Yeah, the
yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Talos, Easy Wind, and then California Uber Alice. So some of the show stuff popped up here. Suburbs. There we go.
A lot of mine, like it was like Microphones is 2, and then like Chelsea Grin is 3, and Also Rate is 4, and Queen Moo.
Yeah, Queen Moo's up here for me.
I can't believe Queen Moo made it into mine.
Yeah. You're welcome.
But I guess I think it's because the shorter the album, the more I listen to it.
Yep.
So it just like rinses more.
Yeah.
If there's like if the songs were like 2 minutes long, like theirs was, and Spotify's like, you fucking love this shit, don't you?
Absent Friend by
like, I can only listen to like 3 Swan songs in the amount of, Yeah.
Modern Man, it's on here. Utopian Warfare by Zrine. And then I have Ulcerate on here, Withered and Obsolete, Big Shot, Syringe Dance, more Zrine.
So it looks like,
and then fucking Jane Doe. I had a Jane Doe period in this. And then also, oh, cool, Void and Virgo is on here too.
That's a good one. Yeah, it seems like yours wasn't
Alter Plagues.
Like my top 10 was heavily affected by the show.
Yeah, mine wasn't.
Actually, no, my songs were not.
I also
my artists were.
Yeah, my well, let me see how my artists did.
My songs were mostly my EDM playlist.
Here's my artists. Oh, this should be the video, I think.
Oh, like it makes you go through the video and so you can share it to your socials.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I do.
Fuck.
Get ad free.
Fuck.
What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I just wanted to show me the your top 2020. Why is it 2019? I want to see my freaking. I want to see like the Wrapped thing. Why isn't it showing
Click
me
your
the
profile maybe at the top?
Oh,
right?
that's true. Let me try that. My God.
Excuse me.
You gotta stop doing that shit.
You made it a soundbite. Did it crash? Oh
No,
your
it
thing
didn't crash.
Okay. Yeah. So
No,
it took you to the website. That's weird.
Yeah, it took me to the website.
Yeah, the phone's better, I guess, for seeing the Wrapped.
Well, then let me look at my phone and see what it fucking says.
I don't even know what I'm after.
Yeah, we diverted from the album.
It's like I think we are more on track with this than MGMT.
Yeah.
I love MGMT. Have you seen this Pixar movie?
Oh my God. Don't even go down that again.
Did you watch Luca yet and Coco?
I have not yet, no.
Trying to cry, bitch?
Trying to cry.
I'll make you cry.
I cut my nose, man. That was enough.
You what?
That wasn't this week. That was like a couple weeks ago.
What's on your nose?
I cut my nose with a razor. That was enough crying for me for the rest of the year. You're so mean. Why are you so mean to me? You guys hear how mean he is to me?
You're meaner to me.
Oh God.
You are
bullshit.
You're like roasting me. He's like, you know Toby Driver? Hey, you like swans?
So fucking mean to me.
Yeah, I'm so mean.
While everyone was trying to figure out what NFTs were, you had one song on repeat, and that was, what song was it? Oh my God.
Oh, you know that one already. It's Exfoliate. Exfoliate by Beat Bam.
Exfoliate the feet by BT Bam.
Exfoliate
the feet.
Oh. Do we have to do that?
And you're like 20. Yeah, you get the dead skin off your feet. Entering Wrapped multidimensional mode. God damn it! Just show me what I want to see.
Yeah, they're fucking so dramatic about it.
All right, so let's play Two Truths and a Lie.
No, let's not.
God damn it, Spotify! Why you have to be so cute? 316 different artists, but things got pretty serious with one. Dead and Company was my top artist.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense for me. I'm a hippie.
Mine was Flume.
Yeah, Jello Biafra would be really mad at me. And then...
Oh yeah, fuck the hippies.
Fuck the hippies. In fact, you found a lot to love this year. Your top artists were 1, Dead and Company, 2, Between the Buried and Me, 3, Chelsea Grin, probably just from the show, Tool, and then Queen Moo. I don't remember listening to a lot of Tool this year, which is kind of what I'm kind of confused about. I didn't really listen to them a whole lot.
Who are they?
Oh, Tool?
Yeah.
Nobody really knows them.
They're kind of underground.
They're kind of underground.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of King Crimson?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've never heard of.
Do you know who Carrie King is?
Do you even know who Carrie King is? Oh my God.
Anyways,
do you even know who Carrie King is? You never listened to Flume?
I've heard of them.
Him.
Kind of like the Tame Impala. Did you know Tame Impala was a one-man band?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Flume is a DJ, so I mean, it's not as like.
I hear Flume and I think of like a feather, and I think of like a folk type of thing. I don't think of electric.
Yeah, do you know the song? You know Sleepless, right?
Maybe.
Feet Jezebel.
Jezebel.
Yeah, it's like my song in the summer. It'll probably be my number.
How do you spell it?
Flume, Flume, and then what was the
found
song?
it.
Sleepless? Sleepless?
Oh, I've seen this art. Yeah, I've seen this on the same sites I was talking about. The art is really cool.
Yeah, he's a guy.
He's a guy. He's a dude.
Yeah, done a lot of songs. It's
wall fuck.
What is it, Sleep? No, you're on Skin. You're on Skin. It's Flume, self-titled down there. But honestly, Rushing Back, play that. Okay, never mind. Sleepless. It's like the top.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, I've heard the song. Okay, now go back. Because this isn't really
what?
It's not like super comparable to FKA Twigs. But if you go to Rushing Back.
Oh, I've heard this. Oh, yeah. This is only in every like YouTube tutorial video ever.
Okay. It's fucking great. Or it's like it's like that Casey Neistat effect.
It's kind of like a yeah. And it kind of has like a taiko feel to it too.
Yeah. Rushing Back. That's go to that. It's like above. It's like right next to the right, like on the top, right next to it. Right next. You're almost there. No, okay, you're fucking with me now. You went around, you little bitch.
It's a single. Okay, that's 102 million. Yeah, I've heard this 100 times. Yeah, I know what this is. Yeah.
It all comes rushing back.
I don't know if I've heard this one yet, but I know I've listened to Sleepless. That was familiar.
I don't know who's singing on this, but
Vera Blue.
But it's got this fucking weird like chorus once it kicks in, and it doesn't make you wait.
You impatient son of a bitch.
Got 3 minutes. Let's go. Yeah,
I love how at the beginning of this you're like, no, you're entitled to your opinion, Trevor. If you don't like it, you don't like it, and then that turned into
you're not even listening.
What the fuck, you piece of shit. You don't fucking like it. You know why? Because you suck.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I don't think I've heard this before.
That's the
cool,
wonky.
But it was wonky, but I haven't heard it before.
Yeah. Look, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm just finding your opinion inconsistent.
I know it's inconsistent, and that's why I feel bad. Because there's things I said it before. I like certain things about this. There's certain things I don't like about it.
It's fine.
It doesn't seem like it's fine.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Doesn't seem like it's fine.
It's just, I really put myself out there with this album. It's just like, man, I'm just picking all these albums by men that are metal, and it's like, well, look at this great female artist who just deserves.
Now you're just
so
trying to
much.
insinuate that I'm a misogynist, is what you're just trying to say. I'm like this chauvinistic guy who doesn't appreciate.
I wasn't saying any of those things, but you offered that up so fast. No, really. I just feel like she's on my side, and she gets a lot of the problems I found with the genre. It's that people who like pop, they just want immediate payoff, and they want it to be spoon-fed to them.
I guess, this is an argument. It's funny because you say that, because this is an argument that I've made before too. So like, I am the type of person that would say that. It's just like, man, pop music, like try and get into something that's like not as easy to consume. Like use your mind. And then you think like, well, what is the answer to that?
Yeah.
And it's probably something like this. And then still I'm even like, nah.
But I'll be honest, in 2014, I didn't listen to this album. It took me years. Like I think it wasn't until I went to like American Eagle that I started to kind of hear some like pop songs that I thought were kind of adventurous. And then I said, well, let's try to get out of this little post-rock music, metal music, world. Because I'm like, there's got to be something more interesting to this genre. There's got to be some like under the surface artists who are kind of like doing it differently, right?
Yeah,
like that. And this was one of them I found. There's plenty of ones that I'm sure that I've shown you that you've liked. I mean, you could even throw Tame Impala into that bunch as far as like.
Well, even Tame Impala
band.
has that thing where it's like, me and you both agreed, like Kevin Parker Like we like some Tame Impala stuff, like Currents. Like
Yeah.
Currents is probably pretty similar to this in that it's like there's a few bangers on that, but like at a certain point, his
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you have to really
that's actually a pretty good example.
Yeah, sure. You have to like the aesthetic of the album, and if you're not into that kind of downbeat, high falsetto, so you probably.
I think I'd have to be in the perfect. I don't say perfect, but I think I'd have to be in a good mood for this. I want to be in the same vibe that this is getting. Right. If I had a chance to really slow down, I could listen to this like in a hot tub, maybe like just like relaxing and like, you know, stargazing this shit.
So you failed her as a listener is what you're saying.
I probably have.
I'm so mean. I'm sorry. No, it's okay, dude.
Give it to me. Like, tell me how awful I am for not liking this.
I don't think you're awful.
Okay.
No.
Come on. Then what's next?
No,
no. What's that? What comes after that?
No, it's interesting because your complaints about it are my praises, and I find that to be interesting.
It seems to be kind of a pattern between you and I, whereas like we have definitely things that we both like in common, and then there seems to be certain things where you like, and then I'm like, and then vice versa.
Yeah.
So it seems like we both agree on certain things that we love, and then and the cool thing about, you know, the music that you've shown me, like Swans, I didn't like Swans when you first showed it to me, but like, yeah, I know you shared that, but like the more you've shown me them and the more I've listened to them on my own, I'm like, yeah, this is actually really fucking cool.
You know, it's a good example too. It's like, I don't like Between the Buried and Me that much.
Yeah.
But then when I complain about Chelsea Grin for not being adventurous, that's the answer. That's still not like, then I'm like, it's too much.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that where I don't.
And you're the one who got me into Between the Buried and Me too, which is funny.
Yeah. I mean, there's some throwbacks that I think.
You like Alaska.
Yeah. So like, you know, earlier.
And probably The Great Misdirect, probably.
Yeah. That one, I think Colors is probably the last one that I really cared about.
I liked and like I think I liked their more bizarre stuff. Like I think Coma Ecliptic I liked more than anything else.
I thought that was utter dog shit.
I loved Coma Ecliptic.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like the circus shit.
It wasn't completely circusy.
And then like that Node song, I thought that was so dumb.
I loved it.
See?
Yeah.
That's okay.
So yeah, that's where we have things different, and then we have things that we like that's in common. I think that's what makes this show like this interesting, is that you get two different perspectives.
Sometimes we just sit there masturbating to the same thing, like oh my fucking riff
together.
Yeah.
And
I do love that too.
Many a day in your basement. And,
I love circle jerking over Emperor and Ulcerate.
Wolves in the Throne Room. And Deftones and
yeah. Yeah, Deftones is probably the most mainstream band that we both can agree on.
I think so.
Yeah.
I have one of their because I remember you had White Pony on
it's fucking scratch, dude.
Fucking scratch, and you took it back.
I'm about to give the address of that place.
Dox them.
Yeah.
I have a Koino Yokon on vinyl.
I like that album. I did not listen to Gore.
No, I did. It was okay. It was good.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Wrist is good.
They're too old now. It seems like they're not going to throw a wrench in there anytime soon.
But the point being, like, we definitely have things in common that we like, and definitely things.
But we're still friends.
Yeah. Well, I think it's always good to have different opinions on things and different tastes, because if we both just universally liked and disliked the same things, how bland would that be?
Right. And I guess like for this album, the fact that you like it for or I like it for the reasons you don't, it does, like, I'm not coming out of this saying, well, you didn't get it. I think you did get it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't your thing. Where if you like, if your complaints were so like left field and I was like, did you listen to it? Like, then I'd be pissed off, but I'm not pissed.
Am I saying enough here to justify my opinion on it? Because I did listen to this. I don't know if it's just me.
Well, no, I think,
because I know, like, I don't know. I did spend some time with this.
I think you, I can't really argue.
I do like that, like, Video Girls. I just put it on. I do like that.
Yeah.
I do like that.
I can't argue that she doesn't have a high pitched voice that is all over the record, and that, you know, sometimes maybe if you're isolating the lyrics, that maybe it's kind of like, oh, it's not that interesting of a line to repeat that much. Like, yeah, sure, fine. I didn't really go for it for maybe the lyrical content or those types of things. I think like as an aesthetic, I really liked it.
Yeah, and I think it wasn't necessarily like the whole album. I think it was just that one in Hours that tripped me up because it sounded very high school, and that's the only one there. Like, no,
yeah, you're like, I want to fuck you for hours. I want to fucking finger you instead of like, you know, you're like, oh, it's this kissing way.
I mean, I haven't listened to an album with like fucking energy in a long time, and this is one that this is a fucking album.
Yeah, kind of 2 weeks. Yeah, fucking. It's like, she wants to like get this guy away from his lover.
No, like, I think of kissing somebody for hours. No offense to my wife, but it's like,
what? Oh,
I'd kiss my wife for a very long time.
Yeah.
But hours, I don't know. Like, this kind of,
yeah, I gotta get to work. We're gonna do this or what?
It gives me kind of that feeling of just like, did you know that? Like, did you hear that? Like, Heather and like Philly, like they made out behind the bleachers for like an hour and a half or like 5 minutes, and I don't know. It's just like, and then it gets spread. It's just like it's just weird to me.
Well, it's like new love. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the honeymoon stage of a relationship.
Or is it her yearning for somebody that she doesn't have? That I could just kiss you for hours, and like I wish I had you.
Could be.
If I did have you, I would kiss you for hours.
Yeah, that's a different context for sure. Makes it more interesting too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't it, Trevor?
She leaves it up to us. Yeah. You didn't think about that the first time they listened to it, did you, Trevor?
And I also have to look through the lens as well of like, this is an album that was important to you at the time that you listened to it. And you also have that strong, connection to it that I don't have.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe
we talked about that again with, was it Queen Moo, or was it, for me, I think it was at a time in my life that it really was impactful, I think, because it was like the anthem of a single guy kind of like not knowing where he's going in life, getting, just kind of like drinking with work friends and kind of feeling directionless and kind of lost and kind of like college self-loathing. So for me, at a time I listened to that, it meant something. That's why that album's so sentimental. It means a lot to me because at a time in my life, it was there, right? It was like a blanket that I put over me to help me like feel more comfortable. I didn't have this like you had it, right?
Right. And yeah, and I know we can't totally be like Fantano and just like shut ourselves in a room and just like get into the context of it too, because we have lives and shit. But not saying he doesn't, but that is his life. It's his work. You know,
I could see him be like, Fanthony, no life Tano.
Yeah,
I could see him.
I didn't mean as a dig, but that's his job. That's not my job. That's not your job. But
I could see him making that joke about himself.
And so also, when I found this, I was searching for something like this. I wanted like some type of alternative pop or art pop or like some kind of like let's dissect this trap beat everyone's using and like just break it. And she does that all over the place on it. And I think that
creative.
Yeah, and I think that's cool and creative. And that you won't find these beats elsewhere.
Yeah,
the only one who would take these beats and rap over them or something would be like Danny Brown, but and he did that already. But so I think it's a super creative album. It was definitely There's nothing in the mainstream pop sphere that is as daring as this, especially with the weird samples and all that. And I think it delivers that while still giving you the pop payoffs. While sometimes albums that get so weird, I want a little bit of like cohesion and melody and like like the way 2 Weeks delivers it to you while also being abstract at the same time. Hitting that balance, I think, is something that I always like.
I agree.
Which I guess you could summarize that as being not weird, or being weird but not too weird. I guess maybe that's where this album kind of lands for me. It's like, because I can show my girlfriend this and she's like, that's pretty cool. And
I can see Rachel liking this for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, we both have kind of enjoyed this. I mean, we both like Lana Del Rey a lot, but I don't think Lana's as like bizarre with her instruments as this.
No, I praise this for being different. I agree.
You can see why it's in the Mew.
And I agree with you that I think this was a really good choice on your half because it is something that it is praised by, you know, people. But it is kind of something that's more out there, a little bit more, you know, different than your, you know, like we were comparing to like other popular artists and things like that, you know. So I think it's a nice transition from, you know, what the direction we were going, because we started heavily more indie and then rock and then metal music, and then we went kind of a weird direction with more creative, you know, electronic type artists like Tyler the Creator and then MGMT, and then like this is an interesting take on that too, more of a female you know, lead on that. And no, I think it was a really well executed choice.
I know. See, like 5 years ago, I wouldn't have laughed after saying that. Remember when I was a psychopath?
Yeah, when you were a psychopath. I don't think I don't think that's something.
I
you
just
recovered
chose
from.
to stop, because you can choose to stop that.
You can just choose to stop being an antisocial personality.
Yeah,
you never wore that.
Okay. I just remember like there were some videos of us talking and like we just wouldn't laugh. And
we just wouldn't laugh.
Yeah, like we would say like funny stuff.
Yeah. Maybe we didn't think it was funny at the time. Maybe
I think we were both going for it. And I was accused of this when I first went to American Eagle.
Yeah.
Because I just was so deadpan.
Yeah.
And someone's like, I don't know how to take you, Brock.
Was that my wife?
No, it wasn't. No.
Okay.
No, it was she knows her, but
okay.
No, I was like, I'm like, maybe I should just smile more if I say something that I think is funny. Because a lot of times I would be like, yeah, I know. I'm the best. I'm like, wow, what a conceited prick.
Yeah.
But I didn't mean it like that. So
I think I got on with you because I read people fairly well that I knew that wasn't actually the you meant like that full-heartedly.
Yeah. That's why you were my only friend.
That's
at the time.
I wasn't your only friend at the time.
That's true, but I had other psychopath friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't get over the fucking kid that we had in our cohort.
See, and he was too dumb to like,
oh my God.
To like realize that I was a psychopath.
Our mutual friendship grew for our disliking of that one individual, and grew into music, and then grew into us hanging out.
Gossip is like how you make friends.
It's just like it's
a proven fact.
It's kind of like we were both like, we both
like, you believe this guy? What the fuck?
We both don't like this guy, right? I think I remember that happening in that subway by campus. We were there and we're just like, what's up with this guy?
Well, when I met him, he had a tuxedo t-shirt on. I mean, that's your fucking red flag. But I was like, man, I can't go anywhere else.
I think the final flag was when there was a few final flags there. So
this guy pulled his stomach out and he started playing with the pencil and he's he's making his belly talk. And he's like,
this is the summer before our freshman year of college. And me and Brock were in like a summer thing that like helps, you know, if you didn't have W130 in high school, which is a writing class. And I did it too because I wanted to boost my math placement, because my math placement was fucking shit. And they had a tutoring over the summer. And if you did that and retook it, you can boost your math placement and bypass a bunch of really unneeded math classes. So I saved a lot of time doing that. And this kid that was just happened to be in that 130, and oh my God, like if he ever listens to this, but whatever. Like, if you're out there, you know what you did. Like it was weird.
You just like pick friends and then somehow they just stick. It's like you have to repeat.
Yeah.
What exactly? Elementary school again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
There's just an awkward period in there. It's just like, how do I behave as a human being in this scenario? But like what he did was interesting, because like you said, like I remember looking over.
No shame.
No, I just remember looking over and he had his shirt pulled over his belly and he was just like, making his belly like say things. At one point he put up his pencil in it. I was like, we just got out of high school. We're like getting into college here, and
they call it the bridge program. Yes. They didn't tell you where you're at on the bridge.
Oh man, I remember. And then he crashed his car into the pole on campus. And he just like is freaking the fuck out, like what? And
he starts ripping shit out of his
You're just like standing there next to him, like
his headlight, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" He just starts yanking wires out of his car,
foam and shit. Like
I don't think you should do that,
dude. You told him that too. I was like, I don't think you should. I think
I'm not a car guy, but I feel like you should leave that to a professional.
And then I think you said that you were going to a concert at what was it, Alice in Chains or something? Where were you going? What show did you go to around that time?
Oh, was it? It was like Korn, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember. You said you were going to a show, and then we started talking about music, and then we talked about guitar, and then I think one day you told me to come hang out with you, and I went, and we've just been buddies since. But it was mutually in our distaste for this.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
This fucking kid, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder where he's at now.
Look at why we have closer friends at some of the worst places, like, you know, the Mexican restaurant,
yeah,
you know, American Eagle. It's like, because you have to bond over your shitty situation.
But there were so many, like, it wasn't even just him. There were a bunch of fucking strange characters in that fucking bridge.
That's community college, man.
There was one guy, like, I don't even know how he was still alive, because like he was like jumped and stabbed 3 times and like beaten with poles and jumped. Like, it seemed like every other week he had a new reason that he shouldn't be alive, because dude, he had the scars to fucking prove
he's
it.
Such a nice guy. And then you go on his Facebook and he's just fucking popping off. Like he's like a right-wing Republican and just like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Like he was a fucking, like,
I really liked him. Like,
yeah, he was.
And there's so many people like that where I'm like, man, such a nice guy. And then you go on their Twitter and you're like, oh, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah.
And you have no shame. Like, keep it to yourself if you're going to be that fucked up.
Yeah. And then you had the other guy there that was like all over the place. I can't say his name, but like his parents were doctors, and like they wanted him to be a doctor.
Oh yeah,
and you know who
I'm a dragon.
Yeah, I'm a dragon. I just wanted to make sure it was the right
and that
person.
Guy's making twice as much money as us.
I'm
and
sure.
Just so successful. And
I'm sure
like, pulling bitches, and
I'm a dragon.
He's almost got kicked out of class like every day.
Almost every
now he's like
day.
He's so successful.
Remember the time? Was it him or was it somebody else who came into class just reeking a pot? Like you can tell him. I think it was him and the guy who we think.
I don't think it was him.
It was him. Was it the guy who's like got stabbed a bunch of times that we were just talking about?
I don't know.
Somebody came to class one time and just reeked.
Yeah, I think it was someone else.
Pot. Yeah, somebody like they just hotboxed and got back to class.
Yeah,
but no, that was such an interesting time in our lives. Like,
meanwhile, FKA Twigs is making music.
Yeah, at that same time, 2014. Yeah. That was 2013.
I wasn't not ready for this album then.
No,
I was listening to Tesseract.
Yeah,
and Gent.
Yeah, we were listening to that at the time.
Yeah,
man, what a crazy time.
It doesn't like when you look at this, like an album from 2014 like this, and it's like not that long ago. Then you think about where you were, and you're like, holy shit.
2016 in my head doesn't feel like it was that long ago.
No, that's like my baseline year for
the same. Like when I look back, I think 2016. I'm like, yeah, 2016. Like I remember what happened.
No, that's 5 years ago, dude.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
fucking insane. But I remember we took that writing class I was talking about, and the professor that ran it was just like, like I think they said only 2 people passed it. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. It was you and I.
Yeah, because you came up to me or I came up to you, and you're just like, yeah, they said only 2 people passed it. And like one of us was like, well, I guess I'm one of them. I passed. And I looked at you and like, I passed too. We were the only 2 motherfuckers in that program of that cohort of like 10 other people that passed. I mean,
wasn't it more than 10 people?
It was more than 10 people. It was like 14 or kind of like.
I thought it was like 30. Because there was other cohorts, right?
But was it just our cohort that passed, or was it all of them? Because it was.
I don't want to.
Fucking sad.
I'm scared for the future if it was just us.
But that was so
dude. I wrote everything based on confirmation bias. I made up my mind and I went out and I've cherry picked research to support it.
Yeah,
I'm practically insider.
I went into that 130 not knowing how to use MLA format.
I couldn't do it now.
Yeah. I couldn't have. Well, everything I wrote in grad school was APA.
Yeah.
But like, I remember that. I was just like, we're the only 2. Like,
what a fucking stupid concept. Just write your fucking thoughts on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
This is gonna be, I gotta have that teacher's name. And
I just had this whole conversation with my father-in-law the other weekend. The same exact conversation.
The page number has to be centered or on the right, and you're citations. I don't want to cite sources. I don't owe you anything.
But Yeah, that was just so crazy to me. The two people in that cohort, and me and you were the only ones that passed it. But me and you, like, we were hanging out, we were reviewing each other's work too.
Yeah, we
like,
cheated.
It wasn't cheating.
No,
it
we
was
didn't cheat.
no. It's just
Did I
peer,
copy your own?
we
Yeah.
peer reviewed. You didn't copy anything from me.
I don't remember reading anything of yours, honestly.
130. I vaguely remember reading some of yours.
We did not cheat. I am kidding. That was a joke. I did not laugh.
Don't rescind.
Don't rescind my
fucking
degrees. Just jokes.
That's jokes. We
Yeah.
didn't cheat.
Well, thankfully, we have due processes on our side or statute of limitations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But on all honesty,
Literally
I never,
7 years.
all honesty, I never cheated a fucking paper in my entire time of writing in college.
That's great.
You over there? Did you?
Not on a paper.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's different. That's different. There's been a
That's
few,
all I'm going to say.
That's all I'm going to say too. I was going to go into something else, but that's all I'm going to say. But anyways, LP1, I think we talked about most of these. I know I mentioned Numbers is one that has kind of like a more, was that just a number to you? Yeah. But no, I really do appreciate your view on this too. I think it is interesting as well as the things that you praise or the things that maybe I'm kind of like on the fence about. I can't even really say on the fence about because I've been pretty open about how I feel about it. But yeah, but that was LP1. But
I'm glad I picked one you didn't like, honestly.
I mean, there's tracks in here I do like. I don't want to just flat out say I didn't like it. I just want to say,
Okay. You got
okay. I won't seek this album out.
Yeah. You should maybe try Mary Magdalene, though.
I'll try Mary Magdalene. I will
At least
do that.
Cellophane. Give that a full listen.
I will do that.
That song is just fucking, it's a gut punch, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd even get to the chorus. Like, you're
Okay.
Oh.
I'll listen to it. I'll listen to that if I can sneak that into what we'll listen to next.
What is that?
Well, do you have any other final thoughts on this before we keep it going?
No, I mean, I've said everything.
We didn't even ever say her full like actual name.
Talia.
Talia, bless you. I might not have liked this album, but from what I've heard, you have a pretty interesting background and all that. You're very talented, have a beautiful voice. I don't want to say I didn't like your voice. You do have a very beautiful, and clearly you're talented because you know how to write music. Clearly you have quite a bit of listeners and captivate a lot of people. And I will give you more time because a week probably isn't enough to fully encapsulate all of that talent. So it's not fair. It's not fair to you. So I will do my due process and I will listen more.
Yeah, fuck this guy, right?
Bruh.
Oh, I gotta stop laughing like that. Yeah, Talia, great, good job. I'm big fan. Don't listen to these fucks. Those patents and fucks.
Oh yeah, don't listen to those
Trevor.
patents
Don't listen to
and-
Trevor.
Don't listen to those patents
He's
and
lying to
fucks.
you.
She's a queen, man, dude.
Dude, she fucking is.
Yeah.
She cares more about this genre than most.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got. What are we listening to next week?
I know we were talking about I think when we went out to dinner, I was just like, or me and you maybe I can't remember when we talked about it, but it was recently, obviously, but where we were just like, well, it's almost a holiday, we got some dates coming up where it's going to be kind of harder to squeeze in, a lot of these newer things.
Are we starting that now?
It might not hurt. I know next week is not a holiday week, but we can, it's the holidays though.
Yeah.
But the next following week of that is Christmas and then craziness, man. But the following week is New Year's. So I think we can so this way we can both kind of get in. So I can get in an album for this week and then you can get one in for Christmas and then I can get another one in for New Year's. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think so.
I was wondering.
I might not be able to do Friday, so we might have to do Saturday.
Saturday or maybe the 17th. You're saying?
Yeah, I have a birthday party.
That's fine. So the 18th.
Yeah, I think so.
I can double check with you, make sure that's fine. Yeah. But I want to listen to, and we actually talked about this. I want to listen to an album that me and you both dearly love, and that is "The Mantle" by Agalock.
All right. What if I don't like it? Okay. Yeah.
We've talked about this on the album before, and I think it's probably a good idea since we reference it enough that we do, unless you don't want to do it. Honestly, like I can change up now if you'd rather not do this.
I like the mantle.
Unless, maybe we can pick another Ecolek album that maybe I haven't listened to yet. And that could be like Ashes Against the Grain, I think is one I haven't.
Yeah, or Mare of the Spirit's good too.
Yeah, but I know The Mantle is one that I love. But going back to...
Yeah, no, whatever, man. Whatever.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, if the idea is to like not have to work that hard on
does that sound
having
lazy?
Our thoughts together,
does that sound lazy?
No, I mean that's what we're doing.
Okay,
right? We're picking something that like
it's a little bit easier, so because we have the holidays, so it doesn't like take too much time.
Yeah, so if I pick like Mare of the Spirit, you're gonna like I have to deep dive into that.
Yeah, but whereas The Mantle,
it's fucking dense.
Whereas The Mantle, I know it fairly well.
Yeah, so yeah, let's do the Mantle.
Okay, let's do the Mantle.
It's been a while. I've not listened to this in a while.
And we've had some bonding moments to this album before, so it can bring back the nice memories of drinking dragon piss in your basement, playing Grand Theft Auto and Halo while listening to The Mantle on vinyl.
That's so sweet. Man, I'm old enough to remember the days when the worst thing you saw on the news was hijacked jetliners flying into buildings.
Bruh.
Oof.
That was a Norm Macdonald quote.
Oh my god. That was a Norm Macdonald quote.
Or a guy on Norm Macdonald.
Okay. So we'll listen to Agaloc's The Mantle, and we'll be back with you next week. Brock, you're going to hell. All hail Lord Foog the Toost.
Lord Foog the Toost.
You okay over there?
I've wanted to say that all the entire episode.
We'll see you guys next week.
Well, see ya.
Kisses. You're fucking awful.
When?
Bruh.
Isn't the delivery good? I'm old enough to remember a simpler time. We're going to say shit like that.
I know.
As old people.
I know.
God. Wow. What a terrible society we grew up in.